Here we go. Yeah, doing some nonsense here. I'm just 2 seconds away from doing 10,000 health. Actually, I think I can just quickly swap this in. Basically, yeah, there we go. 5-digit health, but I think I have like 50 seconds left on the clock, so I'm doing I think level 1-4. I was experimenting. I was trying to figure out what's the easiest place to try to roll high amounts of health, and it's like it's too hard to name. It's just, I think I don't know exactly all the mechanics of it. It feels like it's just harder to survive on higher levels. But on me, I noticed that when I tried level 1-1, you open all the doors, and there's only like 5 rooms total. You know, you can't even spend all your gold, so that's not a good. I also didn't feel like I was getting very many items either, so I don't know. So I think there just isn't enough farming to be done on the lower levels. But for 1-4 seems to be okay. I mean, that's where I am right now. What am I doing right now? I think I was trying to get one punch. There's just enough time to do much else. And this is some damage that scales with your health. And it's primary attack. Yeah, I haven't That was also my 100th game, apparently. There were a few where I was just experimenting with the door number 1, and I feel like no matter how much I rerolled, I never got better than a blue person. It was almost all of them were green, and I got went out to 10 of them were blue, and I never got anything higher than blue for door number 1, so I was experimenting with some very short runs. And I was never ever able to beat higher rarity doors after like 4, 5, and 10, so maybe that's why I'm already up to 100 games. It's slightly inflated. I mean, I have played this game a fair amount. I'm sorry you couldn't see the whole run, but I experimented with a few different strategies, and you can see that I got the one. I feel like for Dungeon 1-4, you don't need the most optimized DPS just to be able to make it to the end, but what I get here that I think I got a Beast Tamer fairly early on, because I wanted to have some amount of scaling that sort of, because if you can't kill the boss and you can't clear out enemies, you're not going to scale. So I don't know if this was strictly necessary. On higher difficulties, you probably need something, and then I kind of avoided werewolf for a long time. I knew I wanted werewolf for the end boss at the very latest. So I don't remember if I got it like halfway through the first boss fight, or if I just put it off even later than that. But here you can see that this guy just, just 200 flat max health is kind of, whatever. That's nothing to sneeze at, but the conversion of 1/5 is like, that's kind of crazy. I think the numbers on the screen right now, I think that's like 2,000 or what that would be worth. So it's it's a little buff that toggles on and off. But it looks like with high cooldown, yeah, well, I have 110% skill haste, or like they call it cooldown, but obviously it's not reduced below 0. I think that means it's more like a divided by kind of thing. So divided by 1 plus 1.1. At any rate, it has almost 50% uptime just by default, and then it gets even then a lot. So the very big buff. So that is something that I think werewolf is the main thing. If you have werewolf and some wolf knights, then that 12 max HP every 6 seconds, you divide by 5, it's like 2.4-ish, which is each of these is only half as much DPS as a Beast Tamer, but it's still a lot more damage than you would get if you had no stat conversion whatsoever. Like, I mean, I think his basic attack uses health. I think his basic attack uses health, but I'm not so sure that. I don't know the mechanics on this, so I really can't move mouse cursor. So, in the ability description, is the blue magic damage number, is that based directly on on what it says under attack? So I don't know. I would think probably, but I don't know for sure. But anyway, I got a total of 3 Wolf Knights. I think my equipment was fighting. I didn't get all of these super early. Like, I even had a 4 that I swapped out for the last second because I was trying to make room for even better ones. But this one I had it for a couple minutes. This one I slapped on kind of the last minute, just because when you're close to the finish line, the flat number is all that really matters. So that last 1,200 to come from those two. It would have been nice to have even more of them, but I didn't have a ton of them. You'd end up there like 3 or 4 of them I ended up just salvaging for orcs. I just didn't get lucky enough rolls. All in all, these are mostly pretty good relevant stats. I need some kind of. Unfortunately, the golden growth is not a late game stat, so this one I need movement speed somewhere. But pretty decent. Like, I don't know if someone else were to try even harder, would they go to get more than like 12,000 is probably possible, but I'm not like a super duper min-maxer. I don't really know what I'm doing. This is just something I've not seen anyone else on YouTube attempt yet. So I just wanted to I already posted another video where I got over 9,000, but this is this isn't the meme number. This is even bigger. This is a legit 5-digit number. So yeah, so that's possible, and unfortunately, I could have got another 20 seconds or 15 seconds if I managed to finish off one more of the bonus bosses, but that just didn't happen. I did everything I could, but I think One Punch Master, it was slightly late to the party. Like, all of the other bosses could have gone by faster too if I had left that One Punch Master in a little bit earlier. It just didn't work out that way. I think there might have been one point where I had everything I needed, I just didn't have enough to merge, and I probably should have sold probably Blacksmith. And then I could have gotten a few more, another 15 seconds, which could have gotten a couple more triggers of my health growth. So, I could have gotten another 100 or 200. I don't think I could have gotten another 1,000, but who knows? I thought maybe it could have gotten up to 11,000 if almost everything had been the same. I rushed the One Punch Master and finished one more boss. I think I was pretty close to achieving 11,000. Yeah, I think I was moderately okay. I had okay luck. The door blessings, it's just kind of... I just don't want to sweat it too much. I think you want to get really good XP blessings early on is probably ideal. I'm sure you'd love to get the health per kill perks, but the numbers on those are not really that big. Like, I think it's like it's only like 3 growth and then 2. Maybe I don't know, maybe the rarest highest one was more +3 or something, but like if you randomly roll it on a red item, it's like a number that's like 3 times as good. So it's like I think if you really want to set some kind of record for this, I think most of it, maybe just don't stress it with a door blessing. I think getting red items is probably where the bulk of your stats is coming from. So if we look at how many monsters, so you divide that by 100, and well, you'd only count. It also depends on how early you pick them up. So maybe a few thousand of them. We can call it 100. But if I had gotten this early enough, it's reasonable that I could have gotten 100,000 kills. So so unless you squeeze more kills, you can sort of think that you should be able to trigger it 100 times. So if you get it, not at the last minute, but if you get it like right before the final boss fight, roughly, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. So 100 triggers in both of these, so it's 2,500 just right there. So yeah, it really adds up. I think the biggest source is from red items, but like if you you do want to get lucky door blessings, because those add up too. But you might get as many as 2 or 3, 4 if you're super lucky. The max health stuff. There's the door blessings, but so how much did I actually have? So I had 25 from items. I had 11. Did I have 11 from door blessings? That seems a little bit high. I didn't think I had that much. Oh, I think my hero has to 11, so 3 from, 3 from the hero passive, so I got 8. So maybe the door blessings was like +3, +3, and +2 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's not nothing, but like 1 lucky red is one of these would have been worth more than all the best possible Door Blessing luck you could have ever gotten. So, you know, if you're looking for a super duper high roll, then getting 3 or 4 of these is absolutely mandatory. And then if you somehow you were to able to get 6 of these, and then like 5 Door Blessings, that would be super insane. But one of these is worth more than the best possible luck you can get the Door Blessings put together. So it's kind of, it's like these you're rolling a d20, when the Door Blessings it's like you're rolling a, a you know, like a d4 or a d6. So, you know, think of it that way. Just something to think about. So I haven't seen anybody else try it, and I know that in theory you should be able to do a lot better, but I'm just gonna put this out there. And yeah, 5-digit health. We did it. It's possible. And there it is. All right, the end.